What's dangerous is when you have power with no purpose. That's like a bunch of power. That's like a bunch of energy with no target, no nothing, no containers, no control. And do you know what uncontained, uncontrolled energy looks like? Imagine a nuclear power plant with no safeguards to ensure that all that energy isn't directed carefully in where it's going to go. Well, that becomes a nuclear bomb. And nuclear bombs are very destructive. Nuclear power plants are very productive. Nuclear bombs are very destructive. Or think about a rocket. When NASA makes a rocket, rockets contain a tremendous amount of power. Just like money is power, that rocket has power. It comes from the fuel and the ignition and everything else. So when that power is contained, that rocket can go all the way to Mars. But what happens to a rocket? Somebody answer in the chat. What happens to a rocket when the power is not properly contained? When something's wrong, when there's a leaky valve or something's not when it's not complete and when it's not whole, the rocket explodes. It blows up, right? So sometimes you see a wealthy person, they're complete, they're content, they've done the work, they make sure they show up as a whole human being, and then they get a whole bunch of money, and then they go and they just do amazing things. But then you see another person who where they got leaky valves, right? Child undiagnosed, untreated trauma, mental health issues, perhaps a lot of insecurities. We'll give a person like that a bunch of money and a bunch of power. You get, I don't know, maybe you get Cardi B, Donald Trump, um, 50 Cent. Right? People with a lot of power that don't know that haven't really thought carefully about how to use that power in a clear and focused and productive way. And I know that might hurt people's feelings to hear it that way, but that's the truth. So fix yourself.